号 number 18 James. First number 23 刘伟荣。24号 number 24林广峰。31号 number 21 JJ Avila. 44号 number 44 Anthony Walker. 71号 number 71王维勇。Major Head Coach 助教练 Brian Lester。 教练 Coach 郑国兴。 Then Team Korea KCC Egis， 跟着到韩国全国 KCC 重视队2号 number 2钟秋爽，3号 number 3陈培鹏，4号 number 5李宗佑，7号 number 7金福闯，9号 number 9陈登武，12号 number 9申传斗，15号 number 15 Brandon Brown。 17号 number 17金阳后，23号 number 23金文固，25号 number 25 Marky Philip， 33号 number 33周怡醉，77号 number 77尤永东，主教练团coach朱登坤，中华球员相互握手之意 ，Both to shake hands， 然后这边的 shake hands。 Exchange souvenir 交换纪念品。距离比赛开始还有3分钟 ，3 minutes to go。这边介绍的上面在指导的双面裁判，然后就是 the referee Kuchu Mr. Bob Mabry from Australia。第1位裁判 the first umpire is 田孝文 from China。第2位裁判 second umpire is 刘文雄 from Malaysia。本场比赛技术代表的 technical commissioner is 汤诗明 from Malaysia。
Alright, 2 minutes away from tip off. Players with the leading pom-pom sticks, make sure to make some noise with those sticks and cheer on Malaysian Matrix. Or even if you're a Korea KCC Egis fan, you can cheer for Korea Egis. As long as we're cheering for the game of basketball here at Seri Mutiara Cup 2018. This event is organized by NCL Asia and presented to you by Seri Mutiara Development. Our proud partners for this event Table officials are getting ready to kick off this match. Don't forget the next match that will take place at Central Court will be Illawarra Hawks from Australia, going head-to-head with Texas All-Star from the United States. Make some noise if you want some official KCC Egis ball.
Hello sports fans and welcome to Astro Arena's live coverage of the 2018 Seri Mutiara Cup right here live in Maba Stadium. As we can see, the scores are very, very tight one between Partizan defeating the Black Bears of Macau 84-82 and the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions defeating the Fubon Braves of Taiwan 103-91. That's the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions' first victory of this tournament. And don't forget, they are the ABL champions. Coming up very shortly is KCC Egis versus the NS Matrix of Malaysia, and later on Illawarra Hawks taking on the very famous Texas All-Stars with their very, very heavy team of great basketball pedigree, but not playing as well as expected. Bit of the favorites. Well, they are the favorites at the moment, but these two teams, the Matrix getting a win last night and KCC Egis also undefeated in this tournament thus far. This is J2 of competition, and don't forget, competition will end this Sunday, where we will find out who will be the champion. In 2015, the Matrix team were the champions, and then 2016, team from China, and 2017, Stephen Marbury's Beijing team winning last year. So definitely this is going to be a great one. NS Matrix under pressure internally always every year to repeat what they did in 2015. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim, and joining me shortly will be Andre Reza, my analyst. But first, I'm going solo in what should be hopefully a very, very good game. Here they come, Matrix. Joke. That's Peter Joke there. Number 14 for the Matrix team. 23 points last night when the Matrix team defeated the Black Bears, and looks like the Matrix team only going with one local player, number 71, Ong Wei Yong. He's the point guard. He's an Agong Cup champion. And Wong Yi Hao, he's an ABL champion, and he scores. Wong Yi Hao gets the deuce for Matrix. I'll just call him Korea. Good team. Still outside the perimeter. Pulls up for the three from the wing. Hits the tin. Matrix had the rebound right there, but they lost it. And Wong Yi Hao had the ball. But Avila to Yi Hao. There's a press there by Korea. Avila. Walker. Joke. Off the glass, tries to bank it in. Avila with the hustle and the bucket right there. Matrix off to a great start. 4-0 and a 4-0 run. Korea yet to score. Swinging it around. Again, outside the perimeter. Need to penetrate. Almost a turnover right there. Drives to the cup. Great hustle by Matrix to crash the boards. Here comes Matrix. Almost a travel right there. Yi Hao, he's a good shooter. He almost lost the ball. The Korea team professing to the referee, saying that is a foul. Avila. Into inbound, Wei Yong. Avila inside the perimeter. What's the turnover right there? Walker, the big. Jaleel Brown still on the bench. Avila spin. There was contact there, but great inside movement right there. And don't forget, the Matrix team did make the final last year with all their talented imports that they brought in through the Texas Rangers, the G League team in America, to the FIBA League, to the NBA, through Tony Ronzoni. Look at that move there. Wow. Joke. Crossover, drive. The referee makes the call for the holding foul. Great start here by Matrix. Not even 2 minutes gone, and they're up 6-0. Keeping the Korean team scoreless, and this Korean team, probably a dark horse for this tournament, still need to penetrate. There it is, outside, bounce pass, good footwork, but couldn't finish right there. Walker with the rebound. Walker having a great game thus far on the boards, defensive boards that is. Referee not playing continuation right there. Korea really struggling to really run their offense here at the moment. And referees deliberating what? And then referees have deliberated quite a bit in this tournament thus far. Don't forget, we've got some internet referees from overseas as well, which gives it a lot of diversity. Where you lost the ball, tried to keep it in, but Korea slow in transition. But can they run a good offense here, an offensive set? Need to penetrate, drives, and that will be KCC ball. Korea, KCC Egis from Jeonju, representing Jeonju KC City in Seoul, Korea. So KCC inbound, yet to score, and there's another whistle right here, right there. And joining me is Westport's Malaysia Dragons General Manager Andre Reza, our analyst for today. Dre, welcome to the game.
Thanks very much, Ben. Thank you very much, Ben. Appreciate it.
Well, Matrix Dre off to a red hot start. So crashing the boards, playing a good defensive game, keeping Korea scoreless at the moment. If Korea want to hit back, puts it up. Shot clock violation. Avila drives. Oh, try to go in there for the putback, Walker. An excellent hustle and start here.
Yeah, that was a strong drive there. Walker almost had that putback dunk. Here the crowd just holding their breath, waiting to cheer.
Well, this Matrix every year, the Malaysian darlings, or favorites, shall we say, representing our beloved country of Malaysia. And they're on the scoreboard through number 15, Brandon Brown. We had a great game last night. Avila, handoff. Peter Joke has had a pretty good game thus far. Sharing the ball. Got a kick out. This is much better pressure by the KCC team. And they're just tightening up on defense now. The Korea team really taking their time to warm up, Dre.
Yeah, they're not the largest team, the tallest team on the floor, especially considering you have Walker. Brandon Brown is a beast down low. As you see their foul on the post-up attempt, sending Avila to the line for 2 shots.
Avila had a great tournament last year as well for NS Matrix. This is his second time playing in this tournament, and he's no stranger to Maba and Malaysia. Thanks for coming back. Very talented player. A lot of the imports in this tournament, Dre, overall, you know, they've had auditions in the G League, the NBA G League, so this is good pedigree. This is good standard this year.
Oh, definitely. It's been a very competitive tournament. A lot of good basketball to be had all week.
Well, I think I would really look at the Illawarra Hawks from Australia. A large team, very massive, a bunch of He-Men, if you ask me.
They see a good drive attempt, getting into the lane. No one picking him up until he got right into the paint, forcing a foul there from Yihao. Talk about Illawarra, yeah, their size across the 1 to 5, they're big, they can all shoot, they all run, and they're really physical. Good old-fashioned Aussie basketball.
Well, big shout out to Alan Black, our basketball friend from Perth. Alan, if you're watching, I'm sure you're very proud as an Australian. Alan Black, our former national director of coaching once upon a time in the National Sports Institute here in Malaysia. And Korea really coming into it. They've found that confidence, they've got the penetration, and they're up and running, Joe.
Yeah, they are. The previous game, it was the Brandon Brown show all day, every day, all night. He's got like 30, 35, I think 36.
It was 34 points.
34 points, right? Yeah, he was on fire.
Great athlete to watch, but I am impressed with the way Matrix Brian Lester has recruited. For the 3. Yes, nails that. Nothing but. Good job, KCC. Now they've warmed up, Drew.
Yeah, it's a nice little handoff pass off the curl there, and answering right back. 3 of their own from the Matrix.
Well, they have all the answers at the moment, Matrix, but interestingly, Dre, can they play defense? That's the question I always ask the Matrix every time I see them, whether it's in an international tournament capacity or a local tournament capacity. You know, when we watched them, when we commentated last year at Christmas in the Agong Cup. So that's the question I always ask. You know? And certain players can, and some players don't. They really like to run and shoot. That good old historical Malaysian brand of basketball.
Yeah, and you've got to play good defense against this man here on camera, Brandon Brown. He is a force down low. He's not the tallest guy on the floor, but he's big, he's stocky. He's that kind of guy that's almost like a bull down low. He's going to fight his way through much taller defenders.
Well, we still haven't seen Marcus Teague yet, and of the KCC team, and he is electric to watch. I really love watching him. He's a great talent. Spoke to him today, and he used to play for Kentucky. Great basketball school.
Yeah, and he spent a couple of years in the NBA as well, specifically with the Bulls, if I'm not mistaken. I remember him wearing a Bulls uniform.
Well, how many people can say that? Gunn lost the ball, but Avila puts it up. Rebound. Joke, step back. Can he hit it? Yes! Hits the 3. Peter Joke. The lanky athlete, athletic and strong. Drives, works glass. Very rushed there, Dre.
Yeah, well, I had the open chance, just could not convert as Matrix go the other way and do the exact same thing.
Here comes Brandon Brown. Passes off. Hits the tin. Brandon Brown kicks out. Fake. Brandon Brown. Can't stay strong there. Avila. He loves his coast-to-coast moves at times. Ong. Just slowing it down a little bit. Avila with the screen. Ong. For the baseline. Walker. Baseline shot, shall I say. Now both teams are picking it up in transition. Trying to get the stop. Open. Yes. After all that running and entertainment, we get some production. And it's a tight one, 14-11 in favor of the home team. Ong. Avila thought about the screen. Brian Lester trying to bring his locals into it. No Wong Yihao. Peter Joke from the elbow. And Peter Joke. No joke. He's having a great game.
Yeah, Peter Joke 3 of 3 right now. 2 from that from the 3-point line. 1 on that nice curl from the elbow.
KCC, shall I say? The Korea team. And
that's that strength of Brandon Brown, taking it right into the chest of Walker.
Now I was just saying, Dre, just before you came, that I was telling our viewers that, in my opinion, I mean, KCC would be a dark horse for this tournament. I mean, based on what, I know this is only the second game, but early days yet, but I was quite impressed with what they did yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, KCC do have some talent, and again, most of it was focused around the play of Brandon Brown last night. It'll be interesting to see whether tonight there'll be more even scoring across board.
Well, it's a good that they're playing a lot of their locals tonight. So, and I'm quite a big fan of the brand Korea basketball player, but Peter Joke, he's on fire at the moment. Let's look at this, Dre.
Yeah, that's a step back, pull up, nothing but the bottom of the net.
He's got 12 points thus far. Joke, cross-court pass to the corner. Feeds it, and there's a foul right there. And Jaleel Roberts now on the court, number 9. He played for the Matrix team in this tournament last year as well. He's very much their defensive anchor, the man who loves to protect the rim, but not a man blessed with an abundance of pace, Dre.
Oh, he's still a big guy. He might be slow in comparison to the other athletes on the court, but probably beat both of us in the foot race.
Well, we don't count. That's why we've got the microphone. This is Chon Tae-pun, 18-12. This quarter, flying. Villa. Over 2 and 3 play. Good pressure defense by Korea. And like I said earlier, I'm a big fan of Korean basketball. They really love to know how to grind you down with their athletic locals. Strong, like you said, not the biggest bunch of guys, Dre, but a lot of strength and power.
Yeah, they've shown some surprising athleticism actually. There was a surprising dunk last night that I did not anticipate. It got the crowd on their feet.
Well, I was commentating on the game yesterday between the Texas All-Stars and the Fulborn Braves. There was a lot of dunks there. Very, very entertaining. I think our editor, whoever he is, he'll be having a field day editing that game. Lots of dunks and blocks. Hook shot. Can't finish. Here they come. They're upping the tempo of it. Korea. Got an open look. Handoff. Bounce pass. Turnover. Avila with the ball. Avila wants to go himself. Almost lost it. Gunn turned it over. Looking very, very nervous. Gunn there. Gun Hon Hong. Number 24. Dunk! Not quite. Corbin drives and just hangs in the air and scores. What a move there by Corbin.
And you see Corbin on the fast break just hangs in the air for a split second, getting that one to go. But that dunk attempt on the other side, Brown wants to take no prisoners.
Well, that was a rim rattler. He goes for the 3. Brown. Well, just as you give him more compliments, Dre, he is slowly lighting up. And it's a 4-point game, just like that. Joke. The razzle-dazzle. Joke. Kick. Ball. Good call there by the ref.
Yeah, referee saw it come off his foot.
Gan Hon Hong of NS Matrix to the bench. So this is one of my favorite players, Dre. Number 18 coming on right now for NS Matrix, Jeff Reness. Short, but man, can he shoot.
Yeah, he's a little spark plug, isn't he? Instant offense.
Very quick as well, just short, but nobody's perfect. Open, hits the tin. Reness tried to go for it. Jeff Reness also played in this tournament last year. Hits the tin again. Here's Corbin. He's got speed to burn. Reness in the corner. Corbin. They roll. Avila blocked. No foul, no call. Good defense by Corbin. He's hoping he'd just take off right there. And
yeah, that's good defense to offense. Running the break. Getting the easy layup. That was started by a nice block down low.
Reness. He's double teamed. But he gets the ball back and just had his foot on the line right there.
Yeah, some great hustle.
And Korea fake, kicks out. Oh, here's Marcus Teague. Watch out, he can penetrate. Athletic, kicks out, swing. Thought about the 3, lost the ball. Good strip there by Verness. Peter Joke, was he fouled or did he lose the ball?
He was out of control. Referee's not going to give him the benefit of the doubt there. see on the break, never really had control of the ball, and he just kind of threw himself into the KCC defender, hoping to draw a foul.
Well, he tried to sell that, as you would always say. Just stopping the clock here a little bit. Marcus Teague, quick. Marcus Teague, gotta stay with him, gotta body up with him. He drives, tried to go for the reverse, managed to kick out fake. Kick out again for the 3. That's good team basketball right there, Dre. And KCC have the lead for the very first time in this game.
Yeah, great ball movement, capped off by a nice 3 by Song. Song was on fire near the end of last game. He really showed that he could shoot the ball, and he's doing so again here.
Verness, will he take a big shot? He lost the... Oh, yeah, that's a foul. That's clear cut. Committed by Jeff Verness. So, referee's communicating.
See here, nice defense and just clearing his defender out. A little bit of frustration there after losing the ball.
Well, he's a very, very quick player. High tempo. But sometimes you just got to slow it down a little bit. KCC will inbound the ball with 3.3 seconds left. Can they get enough time to get a shot here?
Oh, interesting. The referee is ruling it an offensive foul, so no 2 shots for KCC.
Interesting. For the floater. And that is the end of the first quarter. NS Matrix, after leading for most of the quarter, KCC put on the afterburners and really went for the comeback. End of the first quarter, 21-20 in favor of the team from Korea. Let's just have a look at the highlights right here. An electric start by the Matrix team, Dre, but they couldn't keep it going right through the end.
Yeah, Jock really got the engines going for the Matrix, but Brown steady coming right back. As you see here, this is Jock for that pull-up 3. He hit a number of these, the step back and the pull-up. He was feeling it early, but no, like you said, Ben, defense a little bit of a problem for the NS Matrix.
Well, it's that defensive culture that you and I always talk about, and I know you're trying to incorporate that with your Dragons team. And look at this, but blessed with international talent, this NS Matrix team. But at the end of the day, Brian Lester also under a bit of pressure, not in a bad way, but in a very good way to develop his locals.
Yeah, and you see the coach from Korea. I'm actually quite impressed by how the locals from Korea play. They play with strength, they play with poise. Again, some surprising athleticism out there. Again, they're not tall necessarily, but they're strong, they're athletic, and they stick to the system.
Well, that's what Koreans are all about, systems and structures, and they've got a very, very good basketball culture in general, what they're developing over there in Korea. So full props to the Korean basketball fraternity and community, and always very, very competitive. And it's usually those teams, Japan, Korea, the Philippines, Australia as well. So Australia having very, very blessed with big stock. Australia, basketball stock that is. So the basketball is not all about size. It is a massive advantage. Like you said, Dre, this KCC team, not the biggest guys with the exception of Brandon Brown, but let's see what they can do here. Marcus Teague starting the second quarter. I really enjoyed watching him last night. Can he be consistent in this tournament? One game is one game. That's a thing of the past. But he is quick. Fake. Brandon Brown drives and one. Brandon Brown gets the hoop and the harm.
Nice move by Brandon Brown, faking the 3, driving it right to the hole. Getting the basket, and we'll go to the line for one more.
This will lift the confidence of KCC. Potential 4-point lead right here. Double B, Brandon Brown. Matrix. Not starting off the quarter how they started the first quarter. Avila. Wheeler kicks out. Corbin thought about the shot. Corbin pulls up. That's it. Makes that one swish. Teague. He's being double teamed. Well done to Corbin, but KCC get the ball back. Good pass. Kick out. Open. Pass to the corner for the three. Hits the tin. And there was a mismatch there between Chu Sun Guk and Jeff Furness. Jeff Furness just let that one go. Tyrell Corbin, the two small players of this team, Corbin and Furness. Corbin to Avila. Furness. Furness. Where's he going? He's stuck in a bit of traffic there. Avila for the three. Bit of a rush shot right there. Teague. Pulls up for the three. Hits the iron. Matrix need to do a way better job rebound-wise, Dre.
Yeah, they do. They play good defensive possession, forcing that miss, but just can't corral the defensive rebound.
Teague with the long three. And the imports of KCC having a great game.
Yeah, you can't leave a player of Teague's caliber wide open from that distance.
Jaleel Roberts lost the ball, but gets the ball back. Fade away, hits the iron. Furness with the rebound. Furness wants to take the shot, but he can't get an open look.
Yeah, and you know, as a coach, you're really upset when the smallest man on the floor gets the offensive rebound.
Yes, that's not a pretty sight, and that's a message to the bigs right there.
Ooh, that was close. Looked like he had position, but referee saw something else on that reach.
So Walker coming in now. Roberts to the bench. Corbin. Joke. Very poor control. Joke, he's double teamed. Kick out. Corbin. Avila gets the rebound. Walker. Walker lost the ball. Kick out. Gotta watch the shot clock. Gotta be careful. And very sloppy here by the Matrix team. Here comes Teague. Teague drives and one! Marcus Teague. What a great start in this second quarter by Marcus Teague.
Once again, defense to offense. This is where Marcus Teague is most effective in the open floor. This time, getting that basket and the foul.
Transition is where the Matrix team is struggling, Dre. And they've got to make the change, got to make the adjustment.
Yeah, I think it's going to just be about a commitment to sticking to your man, not letting that pass ahead, not letting get the one step, the two step ahead of them.
And now KCC up by 8 points, their biggest lead of this game. Matrix suddenly has gone very cold at the moment. Roberts. Tried to go for the runner, fell way short. Teague, can he punish them again? Great pass to Brandon Brown. Brian Lester better call a timeout. This is a good run by KCC.
Yeah, it is a great run again. Defense to offense, getting that rebound, forcing that air ball, get the ball to Teague in the open court.
Well, Teague just leaking out and just really a hard man to stop. You've got to be almost like the Flash to keep up with him. Let's have a listen to the benches right here.
Make some noise for the Texas ladies! Yeah, they go right step back to get that out on the court again.
So that timeout really very much needed by Brian Lester and his men. Corbin, look at them, Dre, the Matrix team talking to each other in frustration. And I'm very, very sure they're talking about the transition play that we spoke about.
Yeah, it's surprising. There's a lot of athletes on this team. You just need to be committed to, running back on defense, picking out your man early.
Joke has got a bit quiet this quarter, but not just him. Roberts struggling to handle the ball. Joke. Good defense by Korea. They got a piece of that. Here comes Teague. Teague, what excellent footwork and an awesome finish, Dre. That's how you do it.
Teague, like the flash, just gets up there, up court quickly. Finishes with that nice reverse layup. See here, Vernes taking matters into his own hands, drawing the foul, going to the line for 2.
Well, Vernes needs to hit at least one of these because his team really needs some production. They've been really I mean, it's only 3 minutes, but it felt like a long 3 minutes, Dre, in this second quarter. So Jeff Vernes from the Philippines, but very much calls America home. Bricks the second shot. See, look how he just shares the ball. Just knows what to do. Brandon Brown trying to set the screen. Teague to Brandon Brown. Pick and roll action.
Just too easy. Brandon Brown just having a field day. He's got a very soft touch around the rim as well. He knows how to finish with the runner, can finish with strength as well.
Very good for a big man. What do you think, Dre? Potential recruit for you?
I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, Dre, I missed the old Dre who was just a basketball fan. Now you're in management.
No, I'm still a fan, very much a fan. And sitting here calling this game is just about, as you see, another display of that soft touch around the rim and good body control as well, avoiding getting the charge there.
So it's looks like the 2 enforcers of KCC, Teague and Brown, just bossing this Matrix team around the court. And they're looking stunned at the moment. Roberts struggling to handle the ball today with a few turnovers as well. Avila had a good first quarter, but gone cold in this one. But just not him. It looks like the Matrix team, Dre, I don't want to bash them or anything, but they look a bit confused offensively.
Yeah, they're definitely out of sorts right now, not really in sync. Offensive foul there called on the screen, the off-ball screen. And I know Coach Brian Lesser is just going to talk to his guys here and try to figure out at least a solution of what can we do in the half court. We've got this talent. How can we run something to take advantage of it?
Well, KCC, as you can see there from some of their coaches, a lot of smiles at the moment, even though it's early days, but they are playing very, very good, positive, offensive basketball, Dre.
Yeah, they are. They start this quarter just 1 point apart, I believe, and now they've got a 12-point lead.
Double digits, good feed. Just lost it there, tried to do too much there. Number 9, Chu Sun Guk. And I must give the KCC team, they're really taking it up a notch defense-wise, putting some pressure on the Matrix guys. So that's where they're winning the ball. That's where they're making the difference. It all starts from defense. Dre and I always say that. Joke. Need to penetrate. Avila, Corbin, fake. Corbin pulls up. That's much better by Matrix, Dre.
Yeah, much better possession. A lot of patience there coming out of the high pick and roll.
Steal there by Vernes. Renesca, gotta be careful, gotta handle the ball, gotta control the ball. Joke for the 3 from the wing. Hits the iron. Roberts couldn't get the rebound. Here comes that man Teague. The flash drives. Too much. He thought he was fouled.
And referee agrees with him kind of late on that call. You see here on that reach, yeah, he got hit the second time. Joke got him on the arm. Here in these 2 shots.
Very much, and they're having a good old chat about that one, having a laugh. Very rarely do you see that, referee and player having a laugh about something. That's Teague. He's played for a number of NBA G League teams, most notably in Memphis. His most recent team, like Dre was saying earlier, great basketball CV. He was only in Kentucky for 1 year, and basketball is his sole objective at the moment. I said, what other plans apart from basketball? He just said, nothing but net. It's all ball. Furness, step back. Furness gets the Maba bounce to make that shot. And Matrix needed it big time.
Yeah, the step back over the much bigger defender gets the friendly roll.
Now down by 9, but they got to get a stop here, Matrix. Corbin trying to stay with Teague. Teague with the floater, and he gets the lucky Maba bounce.
Yeah, it should have been an and 1 as well. Looked like he got hit in the face on the challenge.
I agree with you, Dre. Avila. Roberts kind of struggling to score today.
Yeah, that was an interesting looking shot. Had some side spin to it.
And Matrix, oh, was that an offensive foul? Or?
Yeah, looks like Joke managed to get one from, we can't see that play. I would like to see the replay on that because Teague looks pretty incredulous on that call.
Oh, I thought, that was an interesting call. I will be honest, Trey. I will be very, very honest. But we can just comment. Avila, Furness, and Korea was thinking about the press earlier. Oh, good steal there. Can he punish? Drives, and he will get 2 shots. That's Song Kyo Chang.
Yeah, referee calling an unsportsmanlike foul on that play, not making a play for the ball.
That's a fair call, judging from that replay, Dre.
And you see the referees calling that a lot more this young season. I think it's an emphasis by FIBA to take care of the players a little bit better. And an opportunity where you don't really have a chance to make a play on the ball. They don't want players getting hurt.
Yep, we want to see the best players play almost every game. That's the dream. But it was a good steal. Must give credit to Song Kyo Chang. A very, very good steal. And Avila panicked there a little bit, in my opinion. But they get the ball back with unsportsmanlike call. Teague. To the corner, open. Can they punish from the corner? Excellent hustle there by Korea, but Avila gets it. Passes it. Great pass. Corbin from the baseline. Hits the iron. Tries to get his own miss. Corbin and Teague jostling for it, but Teague got it. Here he goes. Like a superhero, and too much on that pass by Marcus Teague, and he's taking full accountability for that one.
Yeah, Teague saw his teammate wide open in the corner. Just a little bit off target with the pass.
Furness, yet to light up. Furness almost split that D right there, and he's going to be an easy basket by number 12 of Korea, Song Chang-yong.
Yeah, great look-ahead pass from Teague there. Always aware of where his teammates are.
Corbin. Matrix down by 14. Roberts still gunned by a bucket. Corbin with the rebound. Avila attacks the cup and scores. Great drive there by Avila. Courageous and strong move. Teague trying not to give this Matrix team any hope of a comeback. Open for the three. Avila. He's had quite a few rebounds in this last minute or so. Corbin, Avila. He can hit some big shots when he wants to. Turn around two.
That was just one-on-one play, not a single pass in that offensive possession.
Definitely a lot of bit of ISO here. A great rebound by Brandon Brown. He's just doing everything today. Impressive. Really, really running out of words to describe this very talented player.
Yeah, Brandon Brown, again, not the biggest guy on the floor, but quick vertical, able to finish around the rim with a soft touch.
Matrix team really need to pick up their game and pull up their socks, Dre. It's a tough one out there. I mean, they're down by 14 points. I mean, this quarter belonging to Korea. Not just with their good offense, but, you know, the way play two-way basketball.
Yeah, they have right now with Matrix. Just can't get anything going on the offensive end.
And Roberts gets his first basket of the game. That's much better, but they need more. They need to go on a run. Teague with the crossover. Good pass, good kick out. Kick out again from the wing. In and out. Rebounding has been the Achilles heel of this Matrix team. Teague. Teague, look at that. Teague splits that Matrix lead.
Teague just sneaking along that baseline, getting the reverse layup to go.
Verness has yet to heat up. He has to light up, shall I say. Roberts for the two. Makes the back-to-back shots for Jaleel Roberts. Man who struggled for most of this game, but over 1 minute to go before halftime. To the corner. Thought about the quick pass. Teague open for the long three. Joke. Need to move faster, the Matrix team. 4-3. That's a big shot there by Peter Joke. He's been quiet in the second quarter, but what a time to step up.
Yeah, that's just a pull-up off the dribble up court. Showing range.
Gotta stop Teague. Tries to work glass. Avila. Joke. Bit of bodies clashing there. Verness looks injured. Hope he's okay. And the Matrix team, if he's injured, he'll probably go to Ong Wei-yong, number 71. Timeout call. 29.9 seconds. The Matrix team. They've been trailing almost by double digits in this quarter. But Dre, the halftime will be a solid time for some reflection for the Matrix team.
Yeah, I think after this, at the half break, they're gonna have to figure out a couple things, specifically as Jock pulls up for another quick basket. He's instant offense, isn't he, Peter Jock?
He is a great offensive player. Look at this zone defense, Dre, by Matrix. T kicks out, corner, and they hit a three. No, Avila. Oh, look at that. Avila beats Teague with a floater, and it's in. And that makes it a 5-point ball game.
Great move there by Avila. He had barely enough time to get that one to go. Soft touch and to cut that once 14-point lead. Now that little flurry.
So at the end of this half, it's Egis 48, Matrix 43. Gonna take our first break of tonight. More after this, right here from Maba.
Make some noise for the Texas ladies! Make some noise if you want some merchandise. Throw it to buy the ladies! Who wants some official lady ball? Can I help you show one? Okay, take out the noisiest one. The noisiest one. If you jump, I'm sure you will get one. One more? Okay, help me up. Thank you.
And welcome back right here to Maba Stadium, the 2018 Seri Mutiara Cup You're with me, Ben Ibrahim and Andre Reza, and let's have a look at the halftime highlights, Dre. And it was the Matrix team that started well, but KCC from Korea really bossed that second quarter.
This man right here, Jock, hitting a couple of step-back threes, showing that he's got the range and the shooting touch to instantly light on fire here. Another step-back three. KCC kept coming right back into it behind the strong play of number 15, Brown. He has 20 points already, Brandon Brown does.
Well, Brandon Brown having a very, very strong game, but Marcus Teague, he didn't play in the first half, he played in the second quarter. I mean, first quarter, should I say. Played in the second quarter, and the Brandon Brown there and the and one.
Yeah, he's showing a number of soft touches around the rim, and here's another pull up. Not a lot of that going on early on for Tyrell Corbin. Just a couple of baskets, and Marquise Teague showing why he is the most dangerous man on the floor in the open court.
And Jock right here, he was a bit quiet in the second quarter, Dre, but then towards the end hit some of those big shots there. And you know what? We didn't expect this to be a 5-point lead for the Korea team, you know.
At one point they were up 14, if I'm not mistaken, the biggest lead of the night, 14 or 16. And now Matrix behind the strong play of Jock cut down that lead to just 5.
And Jaleel Roberts, he struggled most of the game as well, the big man. He even just turned the ball over a few times, but he hit a few crucial buckets to really claw back at this Korea league. And this is Avila, that floater just on the stroke of halftime to just lift the confidence of Matrix a little bit.
Yeah, it was a great move by Avila, and you see here the statistics for the game so far. Matrix shooting better from three-point territory percentage-wise, but you can see free throw, that disparity 10-3 for KCC Egis.
Oh, that is a big disparity right there. But turnovers, surprisingly, only 3 turnovers separating both teams, and no surprise right there. 20 points for Brandon Brown, and Jock 20 points as well, and Teague with 13 points, and Corbin with 2 assists. Verness only with 1, but hasn't played the game that he wants, Verness, and Gan Hon Hong not playing very many minutes at all as well. In terms of the boards, Avila, well, no surprise right there. He's this type of player who pretty much does it all. And then Brandon Brown, well, he's gonna, in my opinion, probably get at least a double-double tonight. So not far away. There he is right there. Brandon Brown, the best, in my opinion, the best player of the game thus far. 20 points, 9 rebounds, almost a double, 1 shy of a double-double. And it's just him and Teague who is really having, they're the live wires of this Korea team. And it's great to see guys like them playing basketball here in the Asia Pacific, Dre, but we've always said this on all the games that we've commentated over the last few years. And full credit to Asian basketball for, I mean, all the clubs in the Asian in basketball here in this part of the world, that a lot of imports are really finding Asia a very attractive place to play basketball and apply their trade.
Yeah, definitely with the recent expansion of the ABL, especially with, and also more interest in basketball in general. You know, you see up in Vietnam, you've got the Vietnam Basketball League going on recently. They're putting a lot of Asian countries putting in money into basketball, and that's why there are more job opportunities as well.
Well, long may that continue, Dre. We would love seeing players like Teague coming down with his CV, coming down to Malaysia and Asia, and like you said, ASEAN. And you know, we really love watching these kind of players play and grow. It's not just all about, all due respect, it's not just all about the NBA. It's about other leagues around the world as well. When we in Malaysia, we want to grow our basketball fraternity, not just in the men's game, but in the women's game as well, and the pathways and developments. It all starts from the young kids, and that's something that you know a lot about through Stat Sports.
Yeah, and as a top baller, it's been a nice journey for us so far, and it's great to see that interest continue in the region.
Well, there's always that strong association with that collegiate pathway, isn't it, from the academic arena, isn't it, Dre? I mean, like, kids watch basketball and they say, hey, I can get maybe potentially an academic scholarship as well.
Yeah, most kids, when they see basketball, or they look at basketball as a sport, they think, oh, I've got to make money off it, or I need to get to the NBA for those who have starry-eyed dreams. But the realistic nature of it is that you can still find an education, a free education, through the game of basketball.
I'd have no complaints if I just played collegiate ball, Dre, to be honest. I mean, that's a very, very good standard right there. And a lot of the imports who do come to this part of the world have played in some very, very good Division I schools. Division I schools like Duke, Indiana, Kentucky, UCLA, and Georgetown, just to name a few.
Yeah, and North Carolina. Didn't your main man Justin Knox play for North Carolina?
Knockdown Knox, throwdown Knox. Justin Knox, once upon a time with the West Coast Malaysia Dragons, doing very well at the moment, playing as an import. And there's some Star Wars music here, Dre. As the third quarter about to start. Bring out the Empire.
Yeah, I have to admit the DJ's choice of music has been generally on point.
Interesting. I'm just going to say interesting. Let's hope this game remains interesting. Ooh, there was a lot of contact there between Roberts and Brown. Communication, really the key here. 5-point ball game. Nobody in major foul trouble as yet, with the exception of Walker, with 3 fouls. Joke from the elbow, hits the iron. Walker, man in foul trouble. Roberts from the elbow. Rush shot right there, and here comes Teague. Great pass. Thought about the 3, drives. Walker with the rebound. Good leak out there by Corbin. Good pass to Joke. Joke for the 3. Avila and Roberts, the 2 bigs. And what's a 3-second call? Avila with the rebound and the putback. 3-point ball game, Dre.
Yeah, Avila with the rebound and the putback manages to, looks like, poke Brown in the eye as well. He's on the ground.
What's going on right here? We hope it's okay. But he looks all right. He looks all right.
Yeah, he's just not happy with the lack of a call. I think not the eye. He's holding his lips. Probably got scratched in the mouth.
Well, that's a good thing. And when you get scratched in the mouth, not literally, but euphemistically, because the referees don't take no back chat, Dre. I mean, and that's one thing they're getting more strict on, the back chat.
Yeah, and I think there's something to be said about being communicative, obviously, as an official, to be able to, take that talk and find the difference between what's considered to be back chat and what is a genuine need to find out what's going on.
Well, let's have a listen here to the Korea bench. And 9 minutes and 13 seconds to go. A lot of basketball left in this game. Let's hope it's tight. It's a 3-point ball game at the moment. Teague, Brown, Almost a double team there. He beats the double team, Dre.
Yeah, he's showing strength, touch around the basket. Quick leaping ability to get around that double team as a turnover, and Teague going the other way.
Wong Yi-hao turned the ball over, pulls up right here. Avila, Corbin. Didn't turn on the jet shoes just yet. Corbin with the floater. Roberts with the tip in. Smart move right there by Roberts to get the basket.
Yeah, and you can see Matrix going with the combination of Walker and Roberts, their version of the Twin Towers.
Well, Walker has got to be careful and just don't want to be fouled out. Most of the locals of the Matrix team don't have that height. Ooh, that's a foul right there. No basket. Basket does not count, the referee said.
Yeah, referee called another unsportsmanlike foul. Let's see this here. Oh, Jaleel Roberts. Kind of got number 9. Number 9 is Choi in a headlock or a semi-headlock and threw him to the ground.
Chusun Guk. Ooh, that wasn't a pretty sight, Dre.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration, I guess.
Well, the referee right now, we can't see it on camera, having a chat to Avila. Really laying down the law. Ooh,
yeah, essentially saying, respect my authority.
Lee Chung-Hien really struggling there.
Some would say, ball don't lie.
Ball definitely don't lie. But it's a 3-point ball game. Just 1 minute and 40 seconds played in this quarter, the third quarter. Anything can happen yet in this game. Brown, handoff. For the 3, hits the iron. Great rebound by Brown. Fake. Hustle, great hustle by Brown. Even though it is a Matrix ball, but excellent hustle by Brown. He was almost taking on a couple of Matrix guys there. He is not afraid.
Yeah, Brown's a workman around the rim. Almost got that one to go.
He did. Corbin playing facilitator. Vernes, not on court. Wong Yi-hao for Malaysia, for the Matrix Malaysia team. Ooh, a good defense there by KCC. We got a body up right now, Matrix. Oh, what a move again. Teague has been doing that not all game long, all tournament long.
Yeah, Teague with a nice hesitation dribble, taking it to the rack. Walker did not challenge, surprisingly.
Walker, that's an interesting move right there. Yi-hao, will he go for the shot? He's got the confidence. He's not a bad shooter. Got to watch that shot clock. Avila for the long 3. Couldn't get the bounce. Here come Korea, quick in transition. Spreading the floor, Korea. Skip pass, screen, fake. Almost lost the ball. Brown outside the perimeter, swing. Teague. Korea coach saying goaltend. Corbin pulls up for the 3. Interesting.
Yeah, I would love to see that block again as Teague takes it right to the rack, gets it right this time and scores.
That an offensive foul.
Yeah, you saw that basket by Teague. That previous one, Teague challenging Walker. Walker, according to the ref, meeting Teague at the apex of the ball's flight, and therefore was not a goaltend.
So interesting change here for Matrix. Corbin off, Vernes on with Ong Wei-yong. Vernes. Avila. Swing. Ong. Gotta watch that shot clock. Not a lot of time left. Gotta put it up right now. Is that a foul right there? Foul on number 23 for the NS Matrix team, the captain, Liu Wei-yong.
I like how you sold that one. There was a delayed reaction after he got hit in the face.
It doesn't matter how you sell it, it's who buys it, Dre. And the referee bought that, so...
No, it was an honest foul, no doubt. I'm just saying the delayed reaction was it's like, wait, the whistle didn't go yet.
It's dramatical, you know? It's part of the drama of the game. Makes 1 out of 2. Video game noise right there on the sound system. Teague, you gotta stay with him. You can't give him an open look. Brown punishes Matrix once again.
Great pass there by Teague, getting Walker to just commit a little bit to the drive and then dumping off at the last second to Brown.
Verness trying to get an open look, Verness, but they doing a great job on him defensively. Korea, that is. Ong, and one.
No, referee waved it off, and he'll have no back chat about it. He's just saying, no, it's a foul on the floor. Long on that reach. Looked like it was part of the movement, but I guess referee says no. So it'll just be inbound from the side.
Interesting call right there. Ong. Verness for the 3. That's the Jeff Verness that we know.
That's definitely going to boost his confidence as you see Teague lose the ball.
KCC get it back, and they draw the foul. Now it's a 5-point ball game with over 5 minutes to go in this quarter. A lot of time left. Teague skip pass. Screen set there by KCC for the runner. Is that an and one?
It should be.
It should be.
Referee, yep, counts the basket.
Counts the basket.
Again, you see KCC attacking whoever Verness is guarding, trying to make him play defense.
And Joke now back on court, and team captain Liu Wei-yong back to the bench. Matrix need to stay with this Korea team. Ong. Verness, can they get Verness open? Avila spins and scores. That's what he can do. Popeye the Sailor Man, who's eating more spinach? Who's got more strength? Brown, almost triple team. Turnover right there, but no. It's a foul committed by a Matrix player.
Yeah, Jock can't believe it. He thought he had the clean strip. I was surprised that Brown didn't attack the much smaller Verness, who was guarding him momentarily.
Korea, open look. Can they punish her? And that's a foul committed by Korea. I mean, you know what, Dre? Matrix can consider themselves a bit lucky, giving Korea a bit too many open looks, in my opinion.
Yeah, they really haven't capitalized, but I've seen Korea, KCC shoot in the past, and you know, you can't keep on giving them those open looks. They'll catch fire in the end.
They will. Verness, has he caught a bit of fire? His second 3, not quite. Here comes Korea. Here comes Teague. Great pass. Oh, even better pass. And a finish by Brown. That was video game stuff.
Yeah, nice little touch pass there to Brown, cutting down the throat of the defense.
Joke thought about the 3. Walker, great pass for the reverse. Ooh, and he will go to the charity stripe. That was pretty cool stuff as well.
Yeah, it's a nice little give and go between Joke and Walker, almost resulting in a basket. Instead, Joke will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Matrix really need this choke. Having a very inconsistent game today. Hot first quarter, cold second quarter. Trying to come back into it in this third quarter. Misses that. Ooh, that was an ugly shot right there. He's got 20 points thus far, the leading scorer in the Matrix team, Peter Joke.
Yeah, he had 20 points to start the second half, so he's scoreless in the past 6 minutes. Breaking that egg with that free throw.
Teague. Ong trying to stay with him, but he's got too much speed. Brown. And he'll go to the charity stripe, pushing foul. Brandon Brown. If he keeps this up, should I say? Sorry. He'll be a contender for a player of the tournament.
And that foul on Joke that you see there is his 4th.
Ooh, that is dangerous. Still lots of time left in this one, and he'll go to the bench. And looks like Corbin, Tyrell Corbin, back on court, checking back in. Brown, he is human. Misses that one.
Yeah, he was having some problems from the charity stripe early on in the previous game as well. Started off 1 for 6.
Ooh, that's not a pretty stat.
Before starting to get into the rhythm of it.
8-point ball game. Furness. Corbin, screened by Avila. Furness. Pass to Avila, who banks it in. A smart play there by Furness.
Yeah, Furness knifing down the lane, draws the defense, kicks it, dumps it off to Avila, who managed to get that layup, and from how he's behaving, a poke in the eye as well.
Teague, the live wire, Ong trying to stay with him, but can he keep up with his pace? What a 3. And that is Matrix ball.
Yeah.
Not that. Sorry, Dre, you were saying?
Number 33 hitting the deck hard there, Jong. On that rebound attempt. Just a little bit out of control. He's holding his lower back now. Might land on his tailbone.
Yikes, that would have hurt. Oh, he's going to the bench. And now they're playing I Believe I Can Fly. And Andre Reza.
I know you love this music. It's from your era, definitely.
Excuse me, you and I are from the same era. Furness, step back, and makes that shot. The deuce by Jeff Furness.
Tough shot to defend on that step back. He looks like he cleared like 6 feet going sideways to get that step back to go. Great move there by Furness.
Brown. Avila trying to guard Brown. Brown spins, couldn't quite finish right there, but Korea get the ball back, kicks out. Teague didn't have time for a shot, but there's open look right there, and they punish. Great shot by Song Chang-yong, should I say.
Yeah, Song hit a couple of threes in the previous game from that exact spot, so you can't leave him open from the corner 3, which is the best shot in basketball.
It is, I must say. Holding foul. 2 shots for the Matrix boys. Just got to get a bit more stops there here, Dre. Matrix, I mean, their offense has improved. I give them that. But the defense, sometimes they're taking steps backwards in this quarter.
Yeah, and it's tough because you're making strides on offense with the addition of Furness, but on the other end, every time down, KCC attacking that side of the floor.
2 out of 2 for Jeff Furness. He's on 10 points now. Most of his production coming in this third quarter. Teague, screen there by Brown.
Oh, Brown with a mismatch.
Yeah, Ong trying to guard Brown. That's an interesting one. Got to do better with the rotations right there. The Matrix boys. And Brandon Brown to the charity stripe. That was the foul trouble going for the Matrix team. Still Walker with See that 3 fouls, Dre?
Yeah.
Verness also with 3 fouls. Corbin with 1, Ong with 1, and the only player in a smidgen of foul trouble is number 7 and number 20 is Kim for KCC. 5-point game, over 2 minutes to go for the end of this quarter. Verness, be careful right there. Still time on the shot clock. Ong puts it up. Avila with the putback and 1.
Nice move by Avila, following up on that drive from Ong. All the attention being paid to Ong on that drive, and that's why Avila managed to corral that loose ball and get the and 1.
Avila with 31 points. Sorry, my mistake right there. Just double check that. 16 points. But he's definitely been the best player in this quarter for the Matrix, Drake.
Yeah, and like we said early in the telecast, he is the kind of player that can do a little bit of everything for the Matrix. Can score, can defend, rebounds well.
Oh, good block there. Rejection by Walker. And the crowd love it.
Yeah, definitely no way that was going to be a goaltending call. The ball was on the way up, and Walker just says, "Get this out of here."
Rejection, we love that. But you gotta get the stop. You gotta get the ball back. Fake. Oh, good pass there to Song Kyo Chang.
Yeah, nice curl, draw the defense and the dump off for your teammate. That's great basketball.
Verness to make this a 1-point game. Air ball, oh, way off. But Brian Lester, positive in what he's seeing at the moment. A much better response in this quarter compared to the second quarter for the Matrix boys, the boys from Negri Milan. Teague putting on the jet shoes, kicks out, fake, drives. Ooh, got a piece of that, Walker.
Yeah, strong drive. Fake, attacking Avila off the fake and getting it to go over the much taller Walker.
Well done, Song. They're locals, the locals of the KCC team doing very well here today. Corbin, bounce pass, steal. Can they capitalize right here? 2-on-1. Teague with the layup, beats 2.
Yeah, Teague, too strong for either Corbin or Vienna's to stop.
Avila puts it up, can't score. The Matrix can't let this game get away from them. Good steal there by Ong. Timely steal, Avila puts it up. Walker, oh! Walker, no, it didn't count. He was just hanging off the rim.
No, referee's definitely gonna wave that off. You can't hang on to the rim and try to slap the ball back in if you miss a dunk. And he should have put that away. It was wide open.
The chin-up dunk. That's what I'm calling that. 71-63 right here. Bit of entertainment. Bit of circus basketball just then. But the circus stuff don't get you production. It's the simple stuff. KCC. Teague. Screen there by Brown. Teague to the corner. 3.2 seconds left. Not a lot of time.
Yeah, that's a great play by Avila. Standing in the way of driver Teague. You see here, getting into position early. Yeah, that's a good play. Teague was trying to get his other teammates involved, not paying attention to Avila standing right in front of him.
Well, you got to admire that style, the way they run their offense, Trey. KCC really using the athletic players to their advantage. You know, penetrate, open it up a bit, find the open man in the corner or a shooter. A block there by Teague, and Even though a much better performance by the Matrix team in the third quarter, it's still the KCC team leads 71 points to 63. Let's have a look at the highlights right here. Much better by Robert Strain. But Avila really that real live wire for Matrix.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Exactly what I was going to say. Avila has been the man for the Matrix in this quarter. Workmanlike around the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds, making things happen. And on the flip side, it's still been the Teague and Brown show. There's Teague with a nice dump off pass to Brown, who scores.
And Verness, that's the Jeff Verness that that had shots like that. Had the crowd loving it last year right here at Maba. But he's been inconsistent in this game. But look at that by KCC, and Brian Lester smiling a little bit right here, trying to inject some positivity into this Matrix team. What do the Matrix team need to do, Dre? It's still a winnable game for them.
Yeah, definitely. It's about, they've just got to shore up the defensive end, specifically have an answer for either Teague or Brown. Not both of them having their way with the Matrix defense. And it's easier said than done, obviously.
As they huddle just earlier. Coming up next, the game between the Illawarra Hawks and the Texas All-Stars. The team that I call, me and Mizlan said last night, the Texas All-Stars, the team of great basketball CVs. I mean, guys who've really played in many G League teams and, you know, interesting players. But Dre, in my opinion, quite an imbalanced team. Because, you know, a lot of mainly twos and threes, not really any big players there. So really struggled last night against Fubon, to be honest. Fubon were a bit unlucky not to get the win.
Yeah, they're definitely a team of athletes, a team of probably individually skilled players. Just that mix, like you say. And I also have to say, I take back what I said about the DJ choosing to being on point with that music. That last choice was a little strange for me.
It's okay, Dre.
Again, that might have been from your era.
Our era, get it right. We're not talking timelines here or Back to the Future. We're talking about the here and now. Avila with the rebound. Just a little bit slow. Looking a little bit injured there, Avila. Verness, we hope he's okay. Verness now. He's playing facilitator. Gotta be careful with the shot clock, too much time. Avila now. Avila gets his own miss, drives and scores. Avila.
Strong play by Avila, attacking the double team, getting his own miss, putting that basket down.
KCC. Teague inside. Kicks out with the Mission Impossible music being played. Is the Mission Impossible for Matrix? We don't think so, but KCC wants to make it impossible. For the runner, tried to go for glass.
Again, surprising, a little bit, KCC was a little bit hesitant to attack this much smaller defenders.
But what a pass, Wong Yihao. Yihao, and that's a foul right there, fouling the shooter. Cardinal Sindre.
Yeah, in that case, it was just some pure miscommunication. Yeah, it was wide open on the wing, and no one decided to pick him up. I think KCC just needs to take a second, you know, call your numbers, who you got. That's what they'll tell each other.
Wong Yihao, the man from Rawang, young man. He's got a pretty impressive CV, local-wise. For someone so young, been part of an ABL championship team, part of the Malaysia SEA Games team last year, the Malaysian team which finished 5th. Well, lost the ball there. Here comes Teague. Who can keep up with him? They can't foul him. Don't want to send him to the line. Teague, swing. Side, Brown. A good steal there by Ong. He can't believe it, he did it. Avila, alley-oop! Oh, almost. Korea with the layup and the finish right there by Song.
Yeah, and that's all KCC really need to do with this nice finish by Song. Attack the smaller defenders. There's two small defenders here in Ong and in Viernes. They've got the height advantage. Just shoot over them.
Avila, great cut by Walker.
Yeah, and Avila almost didn't want that foul to be called because he had found Walker cutting to the basket for an easy dunk. Instead, they'll have to throw the ball in from the baseline.
Well, Walker's got to be careful. He's on 4 fouls. So Matrix really going for it. KCC just trying to keep doing what they're doing. Avila for the 3, in and out, unlucky. Here's a new player on the court. For Korea, number 3, Chon Tae-pun. Bit of drama right there. And animation by Brown.
Yeah, he did not believe that was a foul. Did not like the call. Was expressing his frustration to his coach.
Hong. If you're happy and you know it, shoot the ball. Verness. Avila thought about the screen. Verness with the 3. That's it. That makes it an interesting game. A 4-point ball game right here at Mama Stadium.
Vernez making the move, getting his defender off balance, shooting the wide open 3-point shot.
Matrix should need to stop here, but KCC, Brown drives. 2 shots for the big man. Pushing foul.
See Brown making that move on Walker, who had his hands down.
And Brown, let's look at his numbers. 27 points, 28 now. And definitely the player of the game. Bricks the second. He's a bit like you said, Dre. Very inconsistent, that part of his game. Hong. Renes. They're really boarding up on Jeff Renes. They know how quick he is, and they don't want to give him any open look. An open look, sorry.
Yeah. KCC looked a little bit surprised by that call.
Renes to inbound. Ong. Joke. Can he hit another one? A big shot. Avila thought about the screen. There's almost a double team right there. Kick out. Avila saw the mismatch. Avila with the floater and sinks it. Avila!
Nice move by Avila, attacking the defense, getting right into the paint. No one stopping him on the perimeter.
A steal there by Joke. Oh, Verness. Verness pulls up. It's the iron. And there was a tussle there between Roberts and Lee Chung-hyun.
Yeah, and that's a good move by Lee Chung-hyun. Otherwise, Roberts would have had a wide open dunk. Instead, they'll go to the line.
And if there's one man you want to send to the line, it's Roberts. Not the greatest shooter from the charity stripe. This is the time down the stretch. Who wants it more? Who can execute better? It's 1 out of 2 Roberts to make it a 2-point ball game. Very interesting here, Dre. Let's hope for a barnstorm finish.
Yeah, it's great that the game's this close with only 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
It's tight. Expect a lot of timeouts. Kick out right here. Brown thought about it. Brown! Couldn't. Oh, there's another foul right there. Two shot. Every time Matrix get a little closer, Dre, this that discipline runs away from them a little bit.
Yeah,
or lack of.
That's right. Brown getting the step on Jaleel Roberts. As you see his stat line, 28 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. Now the key will be whether Brown can hit his free throws. Was less than stellar the past couple of trips down.
Well, he wants to answer your question, Drake. 3 points in front. The Egis team from Korea. Change here for Matrix, sending on Captain Lee Wei-yong. Liu Wei-yong, shall I say. Jaleel Roberts to the bench. There's an interesting change here, Dre, for Matrix.
Very interesting.
Renes with the ran into traffic. Ong.
It seems to pay off for Matrix, at least this time down the floor, with Villa playing the 5 spot. Again, KCC do not have a traditional 5, a tall man. So I guess this might work here.
Yep, definitely. Villa hits that from the charity stripe. With 22 points in this game. He's been fantastic for the Matrix team, especially working those boards. KCC, the space out. Ong trying to play defense. Another 2 shots for the Korea team.
You see here, nice drive. Villa trying to sneak in for that last minute steal. Again, without a shot blocker behind the Matrix defense to patrol the paint, you know KCC is going to be more active driving it to the hole.
Misses that one. Lee Chung-hyun. Charity stripe has been a bit unfavorable for the KCC team in the second half, Dre. And that's Korea traditionally good shooters. Oh, bricks that one. That's a lot. That's really much a lifeline there for Matrix. Brenes almost lost the ball. And Dre, no Teague for KCC.
No, it's interesting. 6 minutes left. Coach might be trying to get his locals. Getting a lot of teams using, just as you say that, Teague gets up off the bench, about to check in. But a lot of teams using this tournament as a preseason warm-up as well, getting their different lineups acclimated to playing with each other.
Well, the ABL season not too far away, starting in November, Dre?
Yes, should be.
And we've got 2 ABL teams here, the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions and the Macau Black Bears. 1-point ball game. Over 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. It's anybody's game right here at Maba Stadium. this is the quarter that we were looking for, nice and tight and close. At one point, Korea were up by 14 points. But full credit to Matrix for chipping away at it, but they can't give this Korea team too many more open looks. Teague on the court for KCC. They want to attack, they've got to stay with him. Turnover right there. Let's see what Matrix can do. Vernes almost lost the ball. Avila. Still time on the shot clock. Inside to Avila. Avila posting up. Avila tried to work glass. They lost the ball. Here comes Brown. Korea kicks out. No look pass. Drives. 2 shots again for KCC.
Yeah, strong drive there by Song. Will go to the line to shoot 2. Song has been instrumental in the previous game's win. Looks like he'll try to play a part here as well. See whether they can hit some free throws though. Wow, just manages to get that one to roll over the front of the rim.
And this is the Matrix team's 2nd game this week. Don't forget, this is day 2. We started yesterday, the Tuesday. 2 out of 2 for Song. And the Matrix defeated the Black Bears 91-84. 3-point lead for the team from Korea. Vernes to tie it up. Hits the tin. Brown with the rebound. Out jumping. Walker. Teague. No look pass. Tries to go inside to Brown. Tries to do the cross-court pass. And the Matrix players say, get up. We've got a game to win. No time wasting, no play acting.
Yeah, that's obviously a foul there on Jock. Sorry, foul committed by KCC on Jock.
Both teams sending each other to the charity stripe regularly. Just in the last couple of minutes, attacking the cup. Walker hits that shot from the charity stripe. Walk. Back to a 1-point game, and I see this happening a lot, Trey. A lot of timeouts. I don't think if you're thinking that this game is going to be over soon, no, think again. Put that cup of coffee on. We've got another game coming up straight after this. And that should be a very, very interesting one as well. And have a listen to right here.
And now timeout. 暂停时间到。
4 minutes and 27 seconds left right here at Mawara Stadium. The game between Korea KCC Egis and Negeri Sembilan Matrix. KCC with the ball. They're up by 1. They've been leading most of this game, but Matrix trying to mount a comeback. Brown. Look at this. Oh, pressure. Execution down the stretch, Dre.
Yeah, Brown claiming he was fouled on that kick-out attempt.
Vernes saying, let's rotate, let's move, let's not stay stagnant. Walk, joke. got to be more careful with their shot selection. Teague, great pass, kick out for the three. Oh, what a shot by Chon Tae-pun.
Yeah, big shot there. Start by Teague's open court foray.
Verness ran into traffic. Walker, in he goes for the bucket. They're trading baskets right here down the business end of the game. KCC and the home team, the Matrix team. Teague, great pass, another three, knocks that down. Song Kyo Chung for KCC.
Yeah, another three-pointer by KCC. Again, all those open looks early on in the first 3 quarters, warming them up a little bit.
And that is out of bounds by Avila. That will be Korea ball. Still plenty of time left in this one, though. I see a bit of drama happening in this one. Good drama, that is. Entertaining, that's what we love to see. Teague, Brown with the high screen. No look pass again for another three. It's raining threes right here at Mamba Stadium, Korean style.
Yeah, back-to-back 3-pointers from KCC.
They need a bucket. Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. Verness. Oh, good steal there by Chon Tae-pun. Tae-pun with the easy layup. No timeout call by Brian Lester. Just like that. They're up by 9 points because of all those threes, Dre.
Yeah, it's great defense to offense there from Foot, getting the steal, going coast to coast for that layup.
So we were hoping for a close one, Dre. But with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, it's not impossible for Matrix to win it, but it's an uphill battle.
They still got a lot of time left, and with the guys like Jock and Venice who can just catch fire instantaneously, it's still a lot of moments, a lot of time to get back into this one.
And Brian Lester sending on Wong Yi-hao. He can catch. He's the one player who can catch fire quite quickly. Verness for the three. Just Walker scores that, crashes into the cameraman. Teague. We're in the final part of the game. The Korea coach, Chu Sing, Gyun Sing, play defense, boys. Teague with a step back from the elbow. Rebound by Verness. Joke. Yi-hao asking for the ball. Yi-hao pulls up. What a big shot. What did I tell you about Wong Yi-hao?
Yeah, Wong Yi-hao's hit that shot a number of times with the Dragons, showing that he's still got that shooting touch.
Can't give them an open look, kick out. They thought about the 3 KCC. Here's Teague. Brown. Posting up right there, spin. Couldn't get that to tap. Yi-hao with the ball. Here they come. Oh, the slip. Unlucky right there, but gotta stay composed a bit as well.
Yeah, sorry, Ben. Looked like they had an opportunity to cut into this lead, make it maybe 2-1 point. Instead, Verness, a bit unlucky letting that ball slip out of bounds.
KC's gonna go around. B, you come up then, okay? And then you do two.
태포는 쓸 수 있으니까 딱 올라가면 쳤어.
So KCC will have the ball right here. Matrix looking for a stop. KCC just want to take their time a little bit and get the production. Still anybody's game right here at Marbar Stadium. The second last game of day 2 of the 2018 Seri Mutiara Cup. Defense is the call. Teague. Brown with the high screen. Brown asking for the ball. Pulls up right there. Hits the tin. Avila. Avila, he can't lose the ball. Verness for the 3. Back tap. Avila. Joke. Still time on the shot clock. Joke with the runner. Ooh. Oh, that looked like it came off Avila, in my opinion, in real time.
No, you don't see any of the Korea KCC players protesting too hard, so they probably, one of them probably knocked it out of bounds.
Pulls up right there. Oh. 33.4 seconds.
Surely they could have gotten a better shot than that.
Much better shot than that. I'm a bit disappointed, Dre, to be honest. Teague. This is the defense. This is a dramatic finish right here. Can Matrix get a stop? Or can KCC go for the dagger? Looking to go right now. Teague spins, and there it is. That's almost a dagger play right there. Flies and throws him down. But is that a little bit too late?
Yeah, I'm surprised no timeout was called. And that will be the end of it. It's a very surprising end to the game.
Villa apologizing to Chon Tae-pun. And that will be 2 shots, so a little bit of extra salt to rub into the wounds of Matrix here. I mean, the game is over and Korea have won this game, but Dre, let's be honest, Matrix only have themselves to blame. Lack of defense in this one.
Yeah, it was a nice offensive battle. Both teams trading baskets just near the end, just didn't. As you see, referees kind of talking things through to figure out what the exact call is near the end. 0.7 seconds left on the clock. Is now, it will be 2 shots, I guess.
That's the, I mean, I don't know how many in terms of the games that you called yesterday, Trey, but the game I called yesterday with Mislan, there was a few times yesterday they had to go to, check the clock, make sure it was okay, even though the buzzer had already sounded. And Matrix team will experience their first loss of this tournament. KCC remain undefeated. And it goes in by Tae-pun, Chon Tae-pun. (91.86). This to make it 92. A high shot. Well, that's the end of this one. And after a much better second half by the Matrix, still not enough to defeat this very talented Korea KCC Egis team as they defeat the NS Matrix of Malaysia 91-86. Let's have a look at the highlights right here. Verness, he a much improved player in the second half, Trey.
Yeah, he was. He didn't have too much of an impact in that first half, but second half couple of step back threes, catching on fire a little bit.
And they really pounded it. Avila was in my opinion, Dre, was the difference for Matrix.
Yeah, Avila really stepped it up in the second half after Jock kind of cooled off a little bit. As you see that drive, and Avila again one more time, he was doing yeoman's work around the basket, just grabbing those offensive rebounds, working hard.
But it was really Mike Brown, not just his offense, Dre, in the second half, but the amount of times he shared the ball was very impressive to watch. Brandon Brown, shall I say.
Yeah, Brandon Brown and Teague both playing key roles throughout this game. It was Brandon Brown show early again, a little bit stymied in the second half, but definitely made his biggest impact in the first 2-3 quarters.
But Avila just never gave up. He kept pounding away at it. And then that man right there, Teague, look at this. And this big shot there by Chontepun.
Yeah, and that was one of the first three-pointers near the end of that fourth quarter, which started things going. Once he hit that first one, there was another two more from KCC, which really opened up the gap. If you remember correctly, it was only, I believe, a 2 or 3 point game at that time, and suddenly became a 9-point game.
Yeah, it was really close. It was only about a couple of points in it, and then after that, they just found a spot from Dreamland, 3-point Dreamland, KCC. So that's the highlights right there. Let's have a look at the stats of this game. And Dre, numbers do not lie.
Yeah, you can see the disparity in free throws was lessened come the second half. Both teams shooting about 20, 30 free throws from the charity stripe.
And Brandon Brown having a fantastic game with 30 points. Peter Jock there with 23 points. And not too many players sharing the ball today. Well, like you said, Dre, it was a great offensive exhibition. And Brandon Brown, as predicted, with a double-double right there with also 14 rebounds. So let's just recap the scores of today and what has been a very interesting day today. As we say, the Egis team defeating Matrix 91-86, very close there. That game could have gone either way. And the Illawarra Hawks taking on the Texas All-Stars very shortly, live right here on Astro Arena. So that's the end of this one. Stick with us right here at Astro Arena. We'll be back very soon in about 10 minutes to watch that game. The Illawarra Hawks, one of the favorites, taking on the Texas All-Stars. From me, Ben Ibrahim, Andre Reza, we'll catch you another time.